First and foremost, voguing really came from, I would say, well, the old school people would say it derived from burlesque and runway in the 50s and the early 60s. Others would say it derived out of the streets of New York, the projects where it was all to do with the dream of aspirational dream to be someone, to aspire to something that basically they could never be. Whether it was opulence of in the magazines of the Condé Nast magazines of Vogue, in any type of fashion magazine. So they wanted to be something and be someone, and they found a place to do that. That was in the venues they created themselves, and in a dance they created themselves, which later on, I would say in the 70s, turned into runway, and hence voguing. So for a novice who doesn't know anything about voguing, all you need to do is have attitude without arrogance, and know how to walk.
It'll get you dancing, it'll get you doing some basic movement skills, nothing too strenuous or as strenuous as you would like. It also gives you the opportunity to escape, to give you categories or heat, to be able to platform an alter ego or enhance on a personality or become something that you've never thought was possible.
I think there's going to be something like 5 houses from different communities in Liverpool. And the idea is that people are encouraged to, if they want to be part of the ball, part of the contest, they're encouraged to join one of these houses. I think you can get details on how to join these houses from the Homotopia website. And then they would then represent those houses in different categories and walk along the catwalk in one of 7 categories. And the categories are WAGs, which is that slang for wives and girlfriends. So it's quite a kind of blingy Victoria Beckham kind of look. WAGs. Second category is called Fantasia, which means crazy, avant-garde, far out, you know. The third category is called Femme Realness, which is about, basically it comes from a tradition of fellas wearing drag and looking as convincing as possible as a lady. But also, as in all these categories, real women are encouraged to take part as well. And I think it would be quite fun, Femme Realness, like, you know, spot the real woman, see who is a real lady and who is a real lady boy. Best choreography, self-explanatory, is the 4th category for the best voguing. And I think Darren Suarez, the choreographer, will be choreographing as part of the workshops towards this. So if you want to learn how to vogue, you can come along to his workshops, and I believe they call it Walk That Body. 5th category is retrosexual, which means basically anything in history. So from Joan of Arc through to 2007. Anything in history from 50s, 60s, 70s, Victorian era, Middle Ages, Stone Age lady, retrosexual. 6th category is called Scally's Mum. It's the kind of jokey one, the kind of let's bash the working class one. Catherine Tate, Little Britain, comedy characters, you know, scarves, curlers, that kind of idea. So a bit like WAGs, but kind of the WAGs without money, probably, you know. And then, so you can walk as any of these 6 categories. You have to choose one and go, I know what, I'll go in for Fantasia, or I'm thinking about going for Femme Realness, because I have this clip in my hair and I think I look quite convincing as a woman, and as somebody who wants to be a woman, I'd like to kind of explore that.
Always have a look going on, regardless of what categorized. There's always different categories in voguing as well. So ask someone else what category you belong to. Could be anything.
My name is Elizabeth Balmer. I'm a septuagenarian. I belong to God's dance group, which is for older ladies, gentlemen if we can get them. And we've been asked if we will do a catwalk at the ball, and we're absolutely delighted to do this. I mean, we just think it's huge fun, and we're up for it. You know, we're all shapes and sizes, all ages from 45 to 78. So I think it's going to be a huge success, and just what God's like, a new challenge. We've never done anything like this before. We've done many other pieces and danced in many places, but we haven't done this.
I think it's easier to sort of relate it to Madonna herself, because she actually came up with the song herself and she actually did the whole routine full dance, which I've noticed a lot of my friends here are actually quite good at it. They've memorized the whole dance.
Well, I don't actually know anything much about voguing, to be honest, but I just love the idea of this position from this to what I will be, and Paris from, you know, that lovely young person into this glamorous person. And I just do think that we need a movement for forgetting our problems, because this is not going to be hugely expensive for individuals. All sorts of junk can make you into something, and you can be a bag lady if you like. So I think it's great.
The Vogue concept itself lends the ideas and takes on board the whole idea of building confidence, getting people to work together, striving for bigger and better ideas, giving people the opportunity to learn new skills, to actually get involved in a culture that has got a very vibrant and excessive kind of background and personality. I feel this ball sort of promotes that living the dream to be what you want to be, behind a safe environment where people are supportive, where people will then inspire you, where hopefully you will leave the ball inspired to actually go on to do bigger and better things, or even get involved in next year, or go further with the whole idea and concept of the Vogue.
The dance-off will be the best voguers from London, Manchester, Glasgow, Brighton, Liverpool, all coming together and having a big dance-off towards the end of the contest and seeing who's the best. So personally, I am quite a good voguer, and so I hope to be taking part in that section.
There's been a few different elements brought to the ultimate dance-off at the end, and then what I'm feeling, the way I'm getting driven towards is I don't really want it to be a full-on dance-off. What I would like is the people who feel really confident with the Vogue styles, or people who have got interest in choreography that fits in with the whole style of it, I would like to give them the opportunity to platform and perform at the end.
And there'll be the best voguers from Liverpool, and from Manchester and whatnot. Gonna mash up them Manchester people. You know, hear me? Is that enough?
I guess as human beings, we all want to live our dream, whatever that entails. Voguing is living your dream. I guess it's been someone or something for that occasion, that night. And yeah, that's it really.
I mean, who's gonna win? Ducky might win, Horse Meat Disco might win, the House of Rubber might win, the House of High Leg Kicks might win. My vote goes for the House of Growing Old disgracefully, the House of Gods, which are people over 60, between 60 and 85, voguing on the catwalk. My votes, it hasn't even started yet, but I give the following votes: 10, 10, 10.
The first place I danced was in the Metropolitan Cathedral in front of the altar. And we had these gorgeous ribbons, and we came down the aisle, and then we got up on the stage, and then all the lights were on us, and I felt exactly like a rabbit trapped in the headlights. My legs were showing, I had short skirts. Anyway, I did that. And now I think it is just so important. And whereas the most experienced dancers, they're looking to see how perfect their performance. For me, it's been able to get up in front of 100 or so people and not fall apart if I make a mistake. That's where I go. Just to be able to get up there. It's so important to have confidence. You can lose it. I'm not going to sit in the corner with a lampshade on collecting dust. Not at all. I'm going to go to the ball.
Makes me shine.